When did Vic start asking you for money?
3 to 6 months into it, he asked me for $50.
Yeah, but didn't you think it was a little strange? He's a millionaire.
He said he couldn't get his check cashed till he got back in the States.
Sandy, have you spoken to Vic on the phone? Have you seen him on a video chat?
No, he won't video chat.
Why not?
Oh, he don't know how to do that.
Oh, interesting. Okay. So tell me about when you talk to him on the phone, how's his voice? How does he sound?
He sounds like he could be from Nigeria, and that's where I send the money to different agents in Nigeria. And he sounds like he could be. And
You send the money to Nigeria?
Yeah. He's got several agents I sent it to. He's got my heart, what can I say?
So there are some things that aren't quite adding up. And Robin, I know you've been an amateur PI over there trying to assist your mom. So what kind of lies have you caught Vic in?
I found out that the house that he said that he lived in that they foreclosed on, it was a new home. Nobody's ever lived in that house.
And he definitely wasn't the owner.
No.
Right.
And what else? What other types of things did you find?
I traced his phone number where he stated that he was in Florida. I traced it in New York. I traced it down the 3 different streets. And he stated that when I told him the 3 streets, he texted me back and asked me if I was going to have him arrested.
Did you take your mom at some point, Robin, to New York to meet Vic?
I drove to New York with her because I didn't want her to go alone.
Good
Told me when we got in New York that he told her that he wanted her to leave me in Cortland, New York, and then to drive down to Manhattan to meet him. I said, that ain't happening. That is not happening. I said, because if you go to Manhattan, I won't ever see you again. I said, that ain't happening.
Yeah.
Wow.
So did he ever show up in New York?
No.
Tell us about what happened in New York.
He calls and tells her that he's in jail in Manhattan. Then he calls the next day and tells her he's in prison in Connecticut. And his attorney paid for him to have his cell phone.
Well, he
Sandy,
said the thing when he was
got
in,
some tall tales, honey.
well, when he was in jail in Manhattan, he supposedly brought a couple $1 million in a suitcase, and he got stopped at the airport.
Okay. But if you guys were in New York at the same time, you could have gone to visit him in jail. Those are visiting hours.
I know, but she wouldn't go.
Well, listen, this all sounds a little bit shady. Wouldn't you agree?
I agree.
Have you
It does.
ever questioned Vic yourself? Have you ever asked him, oh, this doesn't make sense and that doesn't make sense?
Yeah, I have. And what he does is he kind of ignores it, and he goes offline and don't talk to me till the next day. And then it's, hi, how are you? What are you doing?
Like nothing ever happened, right? And Sandy, you and Vic have exchanged a couple of sexy texts, right?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. Well, we've got them. You know we've got them. Okay. Here's a text between Sandy and Vic. You sent him a selfie, and he said, OMG, Sandy, you're looking sexy and sweet. Sandy replied, you know what my shirt says? He said, no, what your shirt says, baby. And Sandy replied, all night long.
Sandy.